welcome to my channel. This is Royally Reading and I am Sam. Today I want to share with you one of my favorite comic reads or graphic novel reads of the last couple of years. So I was thinking and I was realizing that I had mentioned that this channel would have comics. And then I very quickly realized that I actually don't have any comic reviews up on the channel. I share a lot of comics on my Bookstagram, Royally Reading, as well as on Dreams of Tomorrowland. But, you know, I've mainly done hauls here, and I haven't actually talked about my thoughts on any specific works yet. So we're changing that up. We're going to do that today. Because we're going to talk about Wonder Woman Historia, the Amazons. I was actually so excited for this book, for this comic series from DC's Black Label to come out when it was first releasing. I think it was in 2022 that it started, and then it finished last year in 2023. And last year at my local comic shop in the fall, they had a copy, this hardcover, beautiful copy of the story, and I had to have it. Wonder Woman is one of my favorite comic characters. I love her so much, and I've been reading through a lot of her comics and seeing how different writers have tackled her, the ways that she's changed, the way her origin has changed, you know, reflecting different parts of like her being made from clay versus being a daughter of Zeus, which is a whole other, maybe someday we'll get into it, but that day is not today. I just wanted to basically share with you this book that I personally believe is, it's kind of a masterpiece in my opinion. It was one of my most anticipated comic reads, and honestly the art just blows me away so much. So it has the comic team of Kelly Sue DeConnick, Phil Jimenez, Jean Ha, and Nicola Scott. It did win 2 Eisner Awards in 2022, which is awesome. And I mean, look at this cover. Like, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. And like, honestly, opening it, like, let me find one of my favorite spreads. I really, really love. I know it's very simple. It's like, it's not even Wonder Woman, but it's such a gorgeous page full of art and history and like influence of mythology, and I love it so much. I also really love the layout of the Amazons. Their designs are incredible, and they're just so intricate. Like, oh my gosh. When I first saw, like when I read issue number 1, when they were releasing independently, I was telling my sister that she needs to read this because she loves art. And I was telling her every page I see, every panel I see so far, I want to put into a museum because it is just so stunning. Like look at Hera here. This is like towards the beginning. Like, look at Hera. This is masterfully done, in my opinion. I love this so much. But basically this is an alternate origin story of the Amazons. It focuses not so much on Diana. It focuses a lot more on Hippolyta, her mother, and how the Amazons came to be. It shows the conflicts that the goddesses of Olympus have with the gods, and the beef that Hera has with Zeus, because, I mean, why wouldn't she? I've read a lot of different mythologies, and my sister and I are suckers for mythological stories, so we have a lot of discussions about them, and all the things that Zeus did, that god is... No, sir. You are ridiculous. Okay, like, and the moments when you have Diana's father is as Zeus, I'm just like, why would you do that? He is such a menace. If you're familiar with mythology, you know what I'm talking about with those rain showers and madness. So, I love the conflicts that this has. It really shows the way that the Amazons are both a blessing for the goddesses as well as a curse to themselves because of all of the way that the deities just love to fight over everything, and the way they feel they have to keep face, and the way that they make divisions between men and women. But at the same time, it also shows that sometimes even like the Amazons step out of line, and the way that their group forms and is organized is just, it's stunning to see in this iteration. And again, this is a Black Label comic, so for anyone wondering, this is a very adult, mature comic. There's a lot of bloody action. There is some violence here. So be forewarned that, like, you don't want to gift this to your 6-year-old who's been digging Wonder Woman lately. Don't do that. Now, if you have an older teen, or a teen who, like, really loves Wonder Woman, and you're like, yes, this is awesome, feel free to, you know, make a parental decision to do such a thing. But yeah, this is definitely for older comic readers. This is, I don't think it is, I believe this was spread out into 3 issues, and because they're Black Label, I mean, those do tend to be longer base issues. So if you're gonna give this a try, I definitely recommend it. The volume altogether is, how long is this? I do love the end of the book. It does have what's called behind the panels, and it shows some of the art and sketches and design type things and fun behind the scenes details. I love seeing those kinds of things. It also shows different variant covers. It shows all kinds of fun stuff. Oh, actually, this is, I know I keep just like flipping through the book instead of doing anything, but these pages in the back provide more details about the champions of the goddesses, like the different tribes of Amazons. And I love the designs so much. I love the detail that's provided here. I love how varied all of their designs are. Oh, Hecate is actually, or Hecate? Yeah, I'm not good at pronunciations right now. Her design is so fascinating. Like, the amount of time and detail that went into these designs just floors me, honestly. Like, I love art and I love comics, and that's not to undercut any other comics that I've read, or, you know, like the issues that come out month to month. But this was beyond my expectation. Because, like, I also enjoyed Batman White Knight, but I can honestly say that, like, I really feel like in terms of artwork and, like, some of the design work, this one floors White Knight for me, personally. I just find this one to just be, in some ways, visually overwhelming in the best way. And if you are a Wonder Woman fan, I feel like this is a must read. The Amazons have such a rich history and such a varied history, building off of Themyscira and Themyscira's cultures. And this just adds so much to that legacy that Wonder Woman has and has been developing for the last 80 plus years now, since we've already passed the 80th anniversary of her debut. So yeah, this is definitely one of my top favorite comic reads in the last several years. If you love Wonder Woman, read it. If you don't know if you really like Wonder Woman, but you've been kind of curious about this title, give it a shot. You might like it, you might not, but I do feel like DC fans should give this a go, especially if you're a fan of Kelly Sue DeConnick's work as well as Phil Jimenez's. They are such a great team And everyone that worked on this did an amazing job. Like, the delay between issues, like the time between release, drove me absolutely crazy. But getting them collected into this edition, so worth it. Definitely worth the wait. Highly, highly, highly recommend. This is a 4.5 5-star comic for me. Definitely give it a shot. And I know I just basically spent this book just being like, oh, it's so wonderful, with not a lot of actually like my usual review stuff, but that's just kind of how this book makes me react. Truth be told. So yeah, give this a try. Let me know what you think of it. If you have read it, feel free to send me a message anytime to discuss it. If you love Wonder Woman, I'd love to have some comic chats with you about her. She's wonderful. Or about Nubia or Yara Flor. I love talking comics, so bring the conversations my way. I'm very, very happy to talk with anyone who shares this hobby with me. Now we've actually discussed an actual full-blown comic here. Feel like we will definitely have more of these coming up. I just actually have to get in the habit of making the videos after I read instead of just being like, yay, I've read it, log. Oh, I read another one, yay, log. Make a picture. Not talking about it is sometimes a little bit harder because I have to figure out how to articulate all the excitement or all the disappointment that I feel. And I've been much better with that in words than I'm usually at talking. But we're figuring it out. You can expect to see a lot more comics and graphic novels coming soon here at Royally Reading. Leave a comment down below, share this video, subscribe. Again, like I've said for the past several videos, if you keep coming back, I appreciate you so, so, so much. Thank you for spending this time with me, for coming and hanging out with me, and all these wonderful books. I'm still going to be bringing you lots more content this year. Very excited to be starting the new year off on Booktube with all of you. If you have friends who are into the things that I talk about, feel free to point them in my direction. If you want more bookish content outside of YouTube, you can find me on Instagram at Royally Reading and Dreams of Tomorrowland. So I will see you in the next video. Bye!